Welcome back to yet another edition of Books and Reading. On today's book review, we shall have a quick look at an inspirational book by Samantha Bennett or Sam Bennett. It's titled Start Right Where You Are, and it was published in the year 2016. Start Right Where You Are: How Little Changes Can Make a Big Difference by Sam Bennett. Well, this book talks about how you can be calmer, more creative, more loving, and more compassionate with yourself and others, says Sam Bennett. You are going to repeat this phrase over and over again, says Sam Bennett. Nothing is more important than my well-being. I repeat, nothing is more important than my well-being. Your old stories, even the demands of your family, the pressures of your job, or the good opinion of others are not more important than your well-being, says Sam Bennett. Get your cell phone out of the bedroom, says Sam Bennett. The first few moments on waking are an important time of day, especially for the creative, sensitive, and overworked person. Your waking up time is one of your most creative moments in the day, when your body is relaxed. Nothing ruins the cozy mood of a morning like a cell phone. There is nothing on the internet that cannot wait for 20 minutes while you do some mindful breathing and think grateful thoughts, says Sam Bennett. Don't check email or social media first thing. You've got your mug of coffee or tea and you're settling in at your desk. Okay, you think, I'll just check my email to make sure there's nothing too pressing, and then I'll get to the important stuff. And the next thing you know, 2 hours have gone by, you haven't gotten to any of the important stuff. Do the important stuff first. The email can wait, says Sam Bennett. Consume news consciously, says Sam Bennett. For me, the best way to get the news is from a good old-fashioned newspaper. I have to be careful what images I allow into my brain because I can never get them out. I'm not really interested in live coverage of the latest car chase, mass shooting, or political dust-up. I want to learn about the world's events at my own speed, not as dictated by the ceaseless 24-hour news cycle. It makes me a calmer, more peaceful person, says Sam Bennett. The can't say no syndrome. Are you the person everyone calls when they need something? Are you asked to be on every committee and every advisory board? Do you often find yourself letting people pick your brain? If so, you may be suffering from can't say no syndrome. Can't say no syndrome causes its victims to agree to things they don't want to do, be accommodating to those who don't deserve it, and fail utterly at putting themselves and their own work first, says Sam Bennett. Learn to halt, says Sam Bennett. Learn the acronym HALT, which stands for hungry, angry, lonely, tired. I repeat, hungry, angry, lonely, tired. It suggests that if you're feeling bad, you first ask yourself if you are any of those things: hungry, angry, lonely, or tired, and then make fixing that condition your number one priority, says Sam Bennett. That's because when halt takes hold, the consequences for you can be destructive. Your thinking becomes muddy and you become highly emotionally reactive, says Sam Bennett. Delegate work, says Sam Bennett. There are probably quite a few daily activities that you can delegate. Any repetitive activity or administrative process can be easily handed over to someone else. I promise you will experience deep joy when you find someone to do the stuff. And I know they're not going to do it as well as you, but honestly, who cares? Does what you're doing really have to be done as well as you're doing it? Does it really matter? Asks Sam Bennett. I've been working on saying no to more things myself so that I can give myself more fully to the things I say yes to. No is a noble practice, says Sam Bennett. We are sentimental creatures. We love our memories, our personal stuff, and our attachments to people, places, and things. But sometimes an attachment becomes less of a lifeline and more of a snare. How do you know when it's time to let go? Asks Sam Bennett. If you have items in your house that make you feel tired when you look at them, the clothes that don't fit, the treadmill that you never used much to begin with, these are all items that need to go. All that stuff represents trapped energy, and the minute you release it, I promise you will feel lighter, healthier, and more free, says Sam Bennett. If there are people in your life who drain your energy, remember that not everyone who enters your circle is meant to stay there forever. I have heard it said that some people come into our lives for a reason and some for a season. And once that reason ceases to exist or the season has ended, let those people go, says Sam Bennett. There's no need to be rude or abrupt about this. Be gracious and loving. Bless them and release them, says Sam Bennett. Bless them and release them, says Sam Bennett. When we unite with other like-minded people, we gain a power beyond ourselves. We gain insights, opportunities, and friendships. The tribe I'm talking about is not your family, your friends, your office mates, or your current spiritual community. It's a group of people in your life who are dedicated to helping you shine your weirder specialness into the world, says Sam Bennett. These people may not care about the day-to-day details of your life. This tribe will inspire you to be better, bolder, braver, and more genuinely yourself than you've ever been before. Together with your tribe, you can change the world and change yourselves. Your tribe is your ticket to your best future, says Sam Bennett. The most important thing in any tribe is the vibe. Pay attention to the people who understand you. For example, comedians only pay attention to the people who like and appreciate their jokes. Only play tennis with better tennis players. Hang around people who are better at what you do than you are. Find the people you admire and respect and who treat you with respect. Everyone has their own road. Be as respectful of their path as you would like them to be of yours. Not everyone is interested in your road, says Sam Bennett. Your moment is now. We know we are only here for a short time. You will not have unlimited opportunities to do your work, so do it now. Your moment is now. When we are completely engaged in the present moment, it enraptures us, concludes Sam Bennett. Well, that's all for now, and until we meet again on yet another interesting book review, this is me, Rufus, signing off for now. Have a great day ahead.